prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Go. Go.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Taken down.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Hey, we got 3 outs.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 45. Mike, 45. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. From the gun, Kirkpatrick, and quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got him.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now a first down carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the play fake, Kirkpatrick. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Falcons 5-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. The try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think the team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing.
2nd and 12. From the gun, Kirkpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Rapid.
They run the option on 2nd down. Quick throw caught by Godwin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check four.
To throw on 3rd down, Kirkpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead,
and it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Moreland, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
10-yard line.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Antonio Gandy Golden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant.
To throw again. Kirkpatrick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Dragon 60. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs. No, 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 all.
From the gun, Kirkpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Just like that. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Rock the curl. 19 right.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 57. Let's go, D. Big C.
Off play action. Kirkpatrick. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
In the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
That's what I do. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now probably settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, watch 85. Watch 85.
On 1st down, Kirkpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Kirkpatrick caught out left side by Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
45 is the mark. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Rush in.
They'll go with Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Come up the ball. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Danny.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's into the end zone. Buccaneers. From 13 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Gardner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You got three down.
Operating from the gun. Kirkpatrick gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Set the tone, defense. Set it up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Kirkpatrick eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill, 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 kill. 18 Cotton. 18 Cotton. Go, go, go.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, Kirkpatrick. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 50.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Rodgers to return it. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, watch that.
Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick throwing deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. 19, 18, 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 49, check 49.
From the gun, Kirkpatrick. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So we got man. Slam. Back to 60, back to 60. Watch out. Check Mike 54, Mike 54.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 19 target, 19 target.
Operating from the gun. Kirkpatrick. It's caught. Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 35, Falcons 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Complete to
and you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Stay with your man.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the air.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I
Buffalo 18.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Second and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Hey, check. Mike 57. Mike 57. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Off the field. Let's get off the field. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Oh, get him.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Target. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, Hawk 70. 26. Check. Fresno.
On third and goal, they're going to run the option. This is out quickly to the right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. They're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
38.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down. To a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. They run the counter. It's Griffin. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check pass. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Check Mike.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Who that?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that's complete to Gandy Golden.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Falcon first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now the tackle that time by James Lynch.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Buccaneers' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Yo.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Antonio Gandy Golden
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Buccaneers 38, Falcons 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Watch the slant. Kill.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Made at the 36-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a
first down pickup of 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. Do better here on 3rd and 13. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Bucs, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.